guys, how are you? Some of you asked me to give you a short review on the past simple. So let's check some of the stuff and you'll see it's quite easy. The first part is when do we use the past simple? Why? Okay. We're going to use it for finished actions in the past, and normally we're going to use a time clause to specify when the action happened. A time clause can be in 1992, 2000, last year, last month, yesterday, okay? So I am only going to use it for finished actions, things that are already done and that I don't need anything else, okay? Well, we have two types of verbs as we've been checking. We have regular verbs, and regular verbs follow the same pattern. We're always going to add that ed to the verb. For example, want, we're going to use wanted. The if case we have like, we're just going to say liked. And if my verb finishes in y, well, I am going to turn it into studied. I'm going to turn it into an IED. Some of you have asked me how to pronounce the different verbs. If you want to, we can check it together because that's a little bit funny to explain, okay? We'll check it together. Now, we have irregular verbs. Many verbs in English are irregular. You have to learn them by heart, by memory, okay? However, many have similar patterns. For example, think turns into thought, buy turns into bought, find turns into found, and fight turns into fought. So you see, this is very similar. However, I have begin turns to begun, and become turns to became. This is not that similar anymore. So it's best if you learn them by heart. Don't try to follow any patterns, and you'll see it's a little bit better. Don't try to learn all the irregular verbs in English. You don't need all of them. Just try to focus on the verbs that are more common, like the ones we saw in the class when we checked them together and we completed them. So, how do we form the past simple? For example, I like the movie I saw yesterday. Like, saw, she saw. She loved the concert she went to last month. We watched the movie and ate pizza. If you see, I am combining regular and irregular verbs. And it doesn't matter if I have an I, a she, a we, you. It doesn't matter. Every verb is going to stay the same. Okay? Now, what about the negative? And this is a little bit more difficult. We're going to use didn't. We use an auxiliary just as we do in the present. In the present, I would say, I don't like that movie. In the past, every don't, I'm going to turn it into a didn't. For example, in the present, it would be she doesn't love that kind of music. So it turns into she didn't love the concert. Okay? So if you see, every time you see a do, you're going to turn it into a didn't. It's the same for the questions. We're going to use the did instead of the do. For example, instead of do you like movies, you're going to say did you like the movie you saw yesterday? Where does the concert happen? We're going to say where did the concert happen? Okay, these are the yes/no questions that we checked at the beginning of the semester, and these are the WH questions we checked afterwards. They are the same. We're only going to use did instead of do. I'm going to upload this video and I'm going to add some exercises. These exercises are optional if you want to check them. If you don't worry. And that's pretty much it. I'll see you at 2 p.m. Bye, guys.